Most people speak with words, but the truth, it's always silent. You don't need magic to read minds, just the power of awareness. One blink, one pause, one subtle shift, and the whole story unfolds. Mastering body language is not a trick, it's a weapon. The greatest warriors don't talk much, they observe. If you miss these signals, you miss everything. Let me show you how to see what others can't. If you want to truly understand someone, you must first realize one thing: the body never lies. What the mouth conceals, the body reveals. Again and again, in the quiet moments between words, in the tension behind a smile, or in the stillness of the shoulders, you begin to see what is really happening inside a person. We live in a world obsessed with talking, with explaining, with proving, but very few learn the deeper art, the quieter art, the powerful skill of observation. The body is the echo of the mind. If the mind is clear, the body reflects it. If the mind is in chaos, the body cannot hide it. This is a law of nature, not an idea, not a belief. When you learn to observe people without judgment, without reacting, you start to hear what is never said, and in those moments, truth rises from silence. Every movement, every gesture carries intention. When someone stands with their arms crossed, what are they really doing? Protecting? Guarding? Shielding? When someone leans forward during a conversation, they are drawn to you. But when they lean back, they are distancing themselves. Their body is speaking, and yet most people miss it because they are busy thinking of what to say next, busy proving their point. And to read the mind, you must become still first. You must become the observer, not the performer, not the speaker, not the one needing attention. You must be like water, silent but aware. When you walk into a room, observe how people sit, how they hold their posture, how they breathe. You will begin to notice who is relaxed and who is forcing confidence, who is truly open and who is hiding something behind their words. A man who truly understands this does not rush to respond. He listens, not only with his ears, but with his whole body. He sees the tremble in the hand, the tightening of the jaw, the quick glance to the side before speaking. And he does not judge these things, he understands them. Because once you truly observe people, you realize we are all carrying something. The body is simply trying to cope with it. The beauty of this skill lies in its simplicity. You do not need advanced psychology, you do not need books, you need presence. Complete, total presence. When someone talks to you, be there, fully, not in your head, not thinking, not comparing, not planning, just there. And suddenly everything changes. Their body begins to tell you things, their energy becomes visible. Watch the feet. If someone's feet are pointed toward the door, even if they are smiling and nodding, it means they want to leave. The body is already halfway out the conversation. Watch the hands. When someone touches their face, often during a sentence, they may be uncertain, nervous. Their body is soothing itself. When someone's shoulders rise while they speak, it often means tension, fear, discomfort. You do not need to say anything, just see it and understand. You begin to realize that most people are not dishonest intentionally. They are simply afraid to reveal too much. They speak to cover vulnerability, but their body cannot follow the act. Their body remains loyal to truth. This is why it is such a powerful tool for those who are disciplined enough to use it, not to manipulate, but to understand. Discipline is the key. Without it, your mind will keep running. It will interpret everything through your own emotions, your own biases, and you will miss what is really there. To read others clearly, your own mind must be still. If you are filled with noise, you will only project that noise onto the people you observe. You will not see them, you will only see yourself in them. This is why the monk trains not just in movement but in stillness, not just in strength but in awareness. Every punch in training is also a lesson in focus. Every breath in meditation is a preparation for deeper perception. The body of another person is not a puzzle to solve. It is a mirror reflecting their experience, and only a silent mind can see it clearly. In daily life you will encounter many masks. People wear them all the time. Confidence, joy, peace. But behind those masks are small cracks, a hesitation, a stiffness in the neck, a flicker in the eyes. When you become sensitive to these signs, you no longer fall for appearances. You begin to feel energy, not just posture, not just expressions, but the subtle energy that lives underneath. The path of awareness is a lonely one at times, because the more you see, the more you realize how little others notice. But it is also a path of great power. Once you can read a room in silence, once you can understand tension without a word, once you can feel truth before it is spoken, you move differently, you speak less, but your presence says more. Let go of the need to be right, let go of the need to respond, and learn the power of seeing people not through the lens of emotion, but through the discipline of awareness. Train your senses, not just your body. Train your attention, not just your strength, because true understanding does not come from listening to words. It comes from listening to silence. You do not need to chase people. You do not need to impress them. When you can read their body, you already know what they need, what they fear, what they truly want. And this gives you an advantage, not to dominate, but to serve. Not to win, but to connect. The path is simple. Observe, listen, be still, and the body will reveal everything you need to know. Now begin. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, but if you truly pay attention, you'll realize the eyes are not just a window. They are the doorway to truth. The kind of truth that can't be spoken, the kind of truth that slips out before the mind can hide it. This is where your training must go deeper, beyond the surface, beyond the shape of a smile or the tone of a voice, because the mind can lie, but the eyes never do. When a person speaks, their eyes are already revealing what the voice is trying to cover. They may be calm in tone, but their eyes are flickering left and right, constantly looking for safety, for approval, for escape. And if you are not fully present, you miss it. But once you develop the habit of watching, not just hearing, you begin to notice something remarkable. The eyes speak their own language, and it is far more honest than any words ever spoken. A person who is unsure does not look down because of humility. They do it out of fear. When they look down or away after answering a question, it is often not a sign of modesty. It is a sign of internal conflict, of something unspoken. If their eyes constantly shift, they are not grounded. They are scanning, searching, uncertain of where to place their attention. And when someone avoids eye contact altogether, especially in key moments of truth, it is often not out of respect, it is avoidance of being seen. But there is another side to this as well. When someone holds your gaze with a soft presence, not out of defiance, not to challenge, but simply to be there fully, you can feel it. They are not afraid to be seen. They are not building walls or hiding shadows. They are simply present. This is rare and powerful because it shows alignment between body, mind, and spirit. Learning to read the eyes is not about technique. It is about stillness. Your own stillness. You cannot read another's gaze if your own attention is scattered. You must calm your own mind to see clearly. Otherwise you are just reacting to your own stories, your own filters, your own emotions, and that is not awareness, that is projection. To master this awareness, you begin by watching, without trying to interpret. Just watch the movement of the eyes, the speed, the stillness, the avoidance or the directness, and most importantly, the tension or the ease behind the gaze. When someone is at peace, their eyes do not dart, they do not try to control the space, they are simply there, breathing, present, not reaching, not hiding. And yet when someone is nervous, the eyes are the first place it shows, blinking rapidly, not holding eye contact or holding it too long in a forced way and then breaking it quickly. These are signals not of the words being spoken, but of what is being felt inside. The eyes are like a river. They carry what the heart feels before the person even knows it. In many martial arts traditions, it is said that before a punch is thrown, the eyes already betray the intention. This is not superstition, it is awareness. A master can see the intention in the body before the move begins, and the eyes are the clearest sign if the opponent is unsure. Their gaze reveals it. If they hesitate for even a fraction, you see it, and you adjust, not through reaction but through calm perception. This is true not only in combat, but in every interaction in life. You walk into a room, you greet someone, their words may be polite, but their eyes give away what they are holding inside. Maybe stress, maybe joy, maybe discomfort. And if you are present, you can adjust, not by changing yourself, but by meeting them where they are.